Hey guys, welcome. It's been a long time since I've done a crypto video. I've been messing around on my ADHD channel trying to help people, as I've suffered with ADHD most of my adult life. I thought I'd share my struggles and help people along the way there. But I'm in my comfort zone now. This is where I'm comfortable with. So this is just cryptocurrency, technical analysis, you guys that have known me for some time. So great. I hope some of you tune in. I'm not sure if it'll be on the Discord. Perhaps Rocky may very well let me post it on his group. Well, let's get on with that while you guys come in. Give me a sec. Don't mean nothing to you. You think I'm crazy. Alright. So. What a time to be living in, guys. Well, we've got this nut job COVID issue. We've got Ukraine and Russia going on. The world's gone mad. Price of food's going up, price of oil's going up, cost of living's going up, wages are staying the same. A very difficult time. So so what we're going to do and how we're going to go about getting around all of the tosh that we're in, right? A lot of people, if we'd have been speaking to you 2 years ago, your profiles would have been fantastic. If you're in altcoins, then the chances are you're down massively, like 70, 80, 90% some of you. If any of you all went into Luna thinking it was a great buy on the way down, then you've lost all your money. It's crazy. I mean, what a great song to be listening to, right? So yeah, anyway, here we are. So what I'll do is I'll bring up the charts. And turn Mr. Brendan Reed Jones down a little bit, and maybe have him running in the background because I like this song. Right, those of you don't know, there's this, right? It's called XAUT. The T's like tether, and what it is instead of USDT or any other kind of tether, it's tethered to gold, right? So the biggest hedge against inflation historically before cryptocurrency was gold, but of course now some bright spark has turned around and given us gold in a cryptocurrency form tethered to it, right? So we can look back now in history and look at where gold and Bitcoin have kind of, I wouldn't say fought against each other, but traded off of each other, and we can see in history where Bitcoin has outperformed gold. Yeah, so obviously as COVID's kind of hit around here, it's gone up. Now the war's gone in. Now it's all going really crazy, and everyone's panicking, starting to put it in. So people are starting to put it into gold, and that's fine. And gold's a good place to go. So what I want to do today is give you 5 altcoins that I myself am going into, and I'm saying that 70% of my portfolio is in Bitcoin, and I would say the other 30% is in altcoins. Okay, so then what you've got to do is you haven't got to, this is what I'm doing, is you've got to get 5 altcoins that you are strongly believing in. And there's no point in just listening to somebody else. You need to know what the coin is or the token is, what it does, who's behind the token, what does it stand for, do you really believe in its future? And the reason why this is important is because you don't believe it and you've just listened to somebody ramble on YouTube. If you don't believe in that project, then when it starts to go down and go absolutely nuts, like Sand did, for example, this is a program about the metaverse. So back here, look, I'm talking about selling 60% into Bitcoin. I'm buying £85,000 worth when it gets to here, and now it's down here. So if I hadn't have bought my 85 grand there and then I bought it here, then I would have made myself 127%. Yeah. So you need to believe in your product. You need to believe it. If you believe it, then when this happens, and I would say this is bigger than a retracement. A retracement is a leveling out, is an understanding and a differentiation. Okay, this is what a retracement is. I would say it's a differentiation between those people that are investing in it because they believe in its future and where it's going. So they're in it for the long haul. But then you get those ones that want to make a quick buck out of it, so that it'll go up, then they'll take out a big chunk, and then the FOMO hits with the people that don't believe in the project, the FUD that don't believe in the project. They start taking their money out, and eventually that retracement comes down to the point where everyone's like, well, I'm staying in, and everybody else is like, well, I'm staying in, and there's nobody else to take their money out, and then it continues to grow. And then those that took their money out go, oops, I should have left it in because it's gone further up now. Or they buy back in and they buy back in later. These are the stupid money. This is like you get clever, clever money, stupid money, intelligent money, stupid money, right? So this is just stupid that people that do this, but it happens, and it's because everything is down to being connected to the heart, right? This is why the Fibonacci works so well. Fibonacci is found out there in space, in the universe. Fibonacci is found in sunflowers. It's found in snails. It's found in microorganisms. It's in our DNA, for goodness sake. It is there. We are built with this Fibonacci. So for these fractions of the Fibonacci, for them to work within our psyche makes sense, which is why the Fibonacci levels work so flipping well. Okay, so fantastic stuff. Right, so that's what a retracement is. Then it comes down to the point where no one sells anymore, and then it continues to go up, right? But to come down this far, this is not a retracement. This is a FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is cost of living. This is a recession. This is people needing their money. They can't afford to lose it. So they take it out, and therefore the price of sand in this occasion has gone down so much. And there are so many altcoins, even things like Cardano. Have I got Cardano US? Cardano US. Let's have a look what we've got. What's that one? Binance. There you go. So this is Cardano, considered one of the strongest, or if not the strongest, altcoin investment that we can use. Has had a drop of 85%. So if you'd have bought in of one of the best cryptocurrencies on the planet at the moment, considered by some, you would have lost 85% of your portfolio. So if you'd have had $100,000 in there, you'd only be sitting on $15,000 right now. Okay, so it's crazy. But likewise, if you buy $15,000 of it now, then wait until it goes back up again, your quid's in. So now, even though we're living in such difficult times, perilous times, hard times, we're living in times like just between World War I and World War II, like the 1927, where we had a Great Depression. We're back in that same position again. Problem is back then, obviously a lot of us weren't alive, but back then, and those that were alive certainly weren't able to have access to the things that we've got access to now. If we want to, we can buy into stocks and shares of Tesla, Apple, and all the top companies. Medical companies we can buy into using apps on our phone like Trading 212 or Robinhood and things. They hadn't got access to that stuff back then. They needed to use people to do it for them. So we've got access to buy in to all of these stocks, shares, cryptocurrencies, and everything. And we've got access to tools like this one that I've got in front of me, TradingView. Okay, so fantastic stuff that we've got access to. So First one of the day, Algorand, one of my absolute favorite cryptocurrency coins. Okay, now Algorand is a currency that has got pure proof of stake, which means that it has very strong security, and to be hacked is a lot more difficult than Ethereum was at one point. Now, apparently the Ethereum merge has taken place. I haven't looked into Ethereum for about 6 months, so I don't really know its updates too much. It's just what I've seen as I've been muddling on, looking through different articles online. But apparently the merge has taken place. Comment in the section if I'm wrong, or if you know something that I don't. I'd be interested. And it'd also be interesting to see who's online and say hi, because some of you I haven't seen or spoken to for such a long time. All right, so cool. Algorand. Pure proof of stake. It's done already what Ethereum 2.0 was going to do. It's already ahead of its time. The Marsh Islands are using it as its bus payment system, and yeah, it's instant. It's a fraction of a penny to make a transaction, regardless of how big the transaction is, and it's instant. Similar to XRP, but better. It's not similar to XRP, but it's better. It's similar in its speed. Okay. Okay. So Algorand. So get your 70% Bitcoin. Get you the rest of the 30%. Split that into 5. Algorand is on my list. Is on my list. In fact, I bought some Friday. Just gone. Algorand on the list. Okay, definitely on the list. Another one. You can make a choice here. A little bit of a gamble, and the reason why I'm saying that it's worth putting this in there is because the metaverse, whether Microsoft, whether Facebook Meta, it was Microsoft, or Microsoft win out, whoever wins out on this metaverse thing. It reminds me of VHS and Betamax. It's that kind of thing going on. But there's this fight and war going on the metaverse. But I do believe the way that, I mean, I'm 40 years old, so I've seen things go from analog, using cassettes and vinyl. Arguably, I still do use vinyl, but that's more the nostalgia, and I enjoy audio. It's one of my passions. But but I've seen things go from analog to digital, and very rarely do I have any money in my wallet. Like, literally rarely do I have any money, because everything gets paid into my bank. Money's becoming a thing of the past, and I believe that the way that we're going in our lives, we're going to have, instead of sitting down watching TV, we're going to come home from work and we're going to go into our metaverse life. We're going to have our own house in there. We're going to have our own TV. We're going to be able to walk around our house. We're going to have to be able to go to the shops. We're going to be able to buy a pair of trainers, and these are all fake. They're not fake. They're it's all going to be a universe that's all going to be digital, and I can see that happening in 10, 15 years time, because we can have anything that we want to in that universe. Okay, but it all costs real money. So whilst it's a metaverse, it's a digital world, living in a digital world. Because I am a material girl, living in a material. No, it didn't work. Yeah, so right, here's your two choices. You can either choose sand, which is what I mentioned later on. At the minute, you've got horrendous, amazing discounts in sand at the moment. And the other one is Aave. Where are you? There you go. The other one is Aave, which seems to be holding itself a lot better. I mean, it's still down massively, but it's holding itself better than sand, which tells me it's more volatile. Now, that if it's more volatile, then there's more risk, but there's more reward. So it depends. The thing is, you've gone onto Bitcoin. Well, I've gone onto my Bitcoin as my major hedge to make sure that I earn money with my investments. Okay, so Bitcoin is my absolute almost guarantee. I use loosely. But if we go to Bitcoin dominance right now, we're down here, and never in history. Well, yeah, once in history, right back, like here, we hit this low. But generally speaking, this low here that we've hit it was lower than all of the previous lows, from even going back to sort of when COVID hit. We've got to even lower than that. So Bitcoin dominance at the minute is really very quite, it's low. It's low. And that's going to continue, in my opinion, my humble opinion, it's going to continue to get lower as more altcoins come out. I didn't mean to do that. Undo. Where's the undo button? There we go. Undo. Let's lock that, shall we? Okay. So there's your Bitcoin dominance. So it's low. So at the minute, Bitcoin is a strong currency and it will only go up. We are very low on the Bitcoin dominance. So if you stick it in Bitcoin, we stick it in Bitcoin, then we know that, which means we've got a little bit to play with, where we can turn around and say, well, if we take our 70%, split that into 5, then what we've got is we've got a little bit that we can play with. Algorand, I don't think is a dangerous, volatile thing that we need to worry about. Sand, I think, is high risk, high reward, whereas Aave is. I'm putting these two together, Aave and Sand. Either choose one or the other. Yeah, I mean, if this was imagine if this was a bear flag, with coming down here. I should say, or a pendant, however you want to put it. But if it does go up, then we're going up huge. Anyway, so that's the metaverse. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to create a portfolio where we've got Bitcoin as our major hedge, and then if we lose 7% or whatever, or split it into 6, then it's 5. If we split 30 into 6, then it's 5 each, isn't it? So you got. Let's say you're putting in £1,000, it's £700 in Bitcoin, and then £5,000 into each one of these cryptocurrencies. If you go 6 instead of 5, it makes things easy. My point is, we've got Algorand, because for me it's a personal favourite. I know the team that are involved in it, not personally, but I know who they are, where they've come from, and I've followed Algorand. I'm a strong believer in it, so Algorand's definitely on my list. Then I'll turn around and I'm saying, okay, well, let's go into the metaverse. The metaverse, two leading metaverse tokens are Sand or Aave. Okay, so there's the second one. Third one, we're going to be looking at something that tokens are built on. Now, tokens are built on Algorand. Algorand is a token building open source platform, but not so much known as Cardano or Ethereum. If we go to CoinMarketCap, we've got Cardano, which is at number 8, and we've got Ethereum, which is at number 2. So, yeah. And there's your market cap. So yeah, I would say the next one would be to either go for Cardano or Ethereum, and I'm saying one of those two because that is what coins are built onto. When you hear about people, you go down on your market cap all the way down to the bottom, or go to sort of number 500 on market cap or whatever, then you find that a lot of these coins are ERC20 coins or Ethereum based coins. So yeah, I would choose one of those networks that tokens are built onto. So either choose Ethereum or Cardano, or even one of each. So yeah, if you're going for 6, choose one. Choose them both. If you're only going for 5 and you're splitting it into the 5, then choose either Cardano or Ethereum. For me, I'm choosing Cardano. That's up to you. The next thing, these ones here in between. So you've got Tether it's not really a an investment, so to speak, unless you want to try and gain kind of interest on it, if you like. Stick it on an exchange and they pay you to hold it, but that's never going to go up. That's only going to go up by what they reward you. That will own, but that will only actually go down in value the more they inflate the currency. And 2 years ago, there was $45 trillion less on the planet than there is now of $45 trillion worth of fiat currency of of the world. And this was up until about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, stable coins, whilst they're stable coins, um, yeah, that's a stable coin. That's a stable coin. BNB are doing fantastically well. This is Binance's own coin. Binance is the biggest exchange, and yeah, so Binance have got their own coin. So yeah, Binance yeah, this is a good one. So Binance, I would definitely look into investing some of your money in Binance. All right. So we've got Bitcoin for your big point. You've got Algorand. You've got Ethereum and Cardano. Take your pick. We've got Binance Coin. XRP is the very first coin that I invested in. It was something that I could see as a proper project that would help the planet. There is trillions of dollars caught up in the Swift network that's just unclaimed money that can be taken and curing the world, changing the third world, getting rid of debt, starvation. It can change it all. It's all unclaimed money. It's just sat there by the giants, and it's unclaimed. It's not doing anything. It's not earning interest. It's depreciating, and it could be taken out. It's a real sad situation. The whole Swift network, when you do cross-border payments, they ask you for an IBAN code or a Swift code or whatever. XRP sorts through all of that, and that is what they do. But the SEC and Ripple, who are the manufacturers, if you like, of XRP, SEC keep taking them to court about how they first opened up XRP. But they keep winning. Ripple keep winning the cases. So when XRP turn around and finally slam the book on it, we could wake up one day and XRP, instead of it being 40 cents, could very easily go up into the £10, £20 per coin. So what I'm giving you here is I'm giving you long-term coins for your this is not trading advice. I'm not giving you any advice to trade. I'm just saying what I'm doing, but this is not specifically trading. This is long-term hodling. This is like dollar cost averaging. Even if you've only got £10 a week, then put your £7 into Bitcoin, and then the rest of it into these little bits, and this will start to make you lots of money. All right. And then as we come further down, we start coming into the things that are more high risk. There's one. Let's see if we can find it down here. Waves does amazing things. Waves is incredible. I don't know where it is actually at the minute. Let's check Waves out. I haven't looked at Waves for ages. But Waves has made me money loads of times, and I've not expected it. Look, it just shoots up when you least expect it. Like within 3 or 4 days, it's like doubled in price, and it just shoots up every now and then. It just goes nuts. So even though my name's Tony, even me and another friend Tony, we put it in here, and then it went nuts again, and then it came back out. So Waves is another good one. And an interesting thing about Waves at the moment is it's going into the oversold territory on the RSI. Squeeze the RSI down here. We're about to hit the oversold territory. Definitely a good time to buy Waves. So there you go, guys. So you got Algorand, you got Ethereum, you got Cardano, you got Sand and Aave. Make your choice. You got BNB, and then you got Waves. And I think that is a good selection. And if you can just keep adding to that portfolio weekly with your money, or every 2 weeks, and I'm using the word £10 because I don't want to turn around and say, stick £1,000 a month on, or £1,000 a week on. If you've got that sort of money to do that, then do that. If at your own risk, and you do that. But there are people that don't have that much money, and you've got to start somewhere. So if all you can afford is £10 a week, then stop drinking and smoking, and stick £10 a week on it. Because without doing this, then you're not going to get the things that you actually really want in your life. This is it's now, when there's blood in the streets, that's the time to invest. And right now there is, unfortunately, genuine blood in the streets. It's not a nice place out there. Alright guys, so I hope this has been an informative video. I haven't taught you anything about technical analysis. If you've got any questions, then this is what I'd like you to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but go down into one of my videos, go to the show more, alright, and go onto my Discord. And on my Discord, I'm trying to build up a little family there. And also go on to Amazon. Here, 21 Ways to Overcome Procrastination. This is a fantastic CD which has helped me no end in getting motivated to do things that need to be done. All right, so I highly recommend that you do that one. And the one above it, which I'm doing there, is this organization planner, which again is an incredible planner. I've had diaries, I've had Filofaxes, I've tried using apps on my phone to stay organized and things, and nothing is as good as this. It's just an incredible book. All right, so this is me out. I'm going to say thank you for listening all the way through. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop me some comments to let me know that you're grateful. And if you get any questions, I will be adding some more crypto videos in the future, because I've got some time on my hands now to get back into things. Yep. And before I go, I just want to shout out to Rocky Outcrop. Search for him. It'll be in my link, no doubt. If you look in this description on the video that I've done here, there will be his link in there. Amazing man, gives back to the community, and the community give to him. And without his energy and his vibe and his time, then I wouldn't be able to understand half the stuff that I understand on here. He's just an incredible guy, and I love him very much. So shout out to Rocky Outcrop, and subscribe to his channel and support and like him. And with that, I'm going to say sign out, and thanks ever so much, guys. Take care. Bye.